Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fox here, welcoming you to my new Let's Play of Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment, the third game of the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. You've probably already seen me do the other two Shovel Knight campaigns, Shovel Knight Shovel of Hope, which is the base Shovel Knight campaign, and Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows, which focus around Plague Knight. This one focuses around a new story, featuring Specter Knight. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Alright, and we are going to Specter Knight. Slice and dice through, I missed what that said. I'm gonna name this one Spooky. Cause it's very spooky. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. But although the land is peaceful, for some, freedom is a far-gone memory. Specter Knight, servant to the Enchantress, has been given a harrowing task. He must recruit a group of knights and form an invincible order. With each member gathered, a treasured keepsake grows in power. An artifact that can restore his humanity, but only when his task is complete. Now, he leaves the confines of the Tower of Fate. It's time for the Reaper to pursue his quarry. Hone your edge. Let's do it. So right now we have two pretty much main abilities here. We have jump and slash. Doesn't seem like much, but things are not always as they appear. For example, this is impossible to get up. However, we can run up walls as Specter Knight. And one thing you may notice as well is that if I try to run up this green wall, I cannot do it. We can only run up the walls that have dirt on them. You could also wall jump between them. But if I try to run on these moss-covered ones, I cannot do it. You might have also seen me do another move here, which I'm hoping to be able to do in just a second. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to do it with this enemy. I mean, I can, but it doesn't really show off much. Mobility in this game has changed so much between this and the other Shovel Knight games. Or I guess campaigns. Let me practice it on this one. So you notice there that when he was in the air, he had like a little bit of a flame around him. When I slash him, when he's got that flame around him, I will go at the angle of which that flame is going. So if I come around here... Well, not so far yet. But, yeah, like, mobility has really changed up. Like, I thought it was, like, intense what they were doing with the mobility in Plague of Shadows with Plague Knight, but good God. You can kind of see it there. When I jump, you can see the angle, and then I go at that angle. You'll be able to see more of it once I get into other enemies coming up here as well. Okay, this is perfect. These lanterns are indestructible, and you can see it's going, if I'm coming from below and to the right, it'll go at an upward to the left diagonal. Down and from the left, upward and to the right. If I can get above it, I can't get above it from here, but if I get above it, it'll go down and to the left. So you'll kind of do an attack at whatever angle you're hitting it at. Good way to show off the mobility here. Run up this wall, jump, and then boom! Get up the wall such as that. Those little, like, flames, flames I'm getting are, darkness, which are used to power up certain things such as the, oh my god. What are they called? Curios. You give the power over Curios to be able to do different moves and whatnot. The flame cross thing kind of acts as a homing attack too. So if you're near something and you would go to attack it, it'll home in on them and just sort of like deal damage to them. When I was doing my practice file, this is where I died the first time. Whoop, I almost did it again. Another thing you might notice as well is that he doesn't have a sort of downward attack, but if he jumps off of dirt, he'll automatically sway it away. The red skulls I'm collecting we'll get into later, but you can kind of see where and when I'm collecting them. So just kind of jump into a wall, cling onto it, and then jump off of it. Ah! Your life is determined by your will, which is the 4 green bars at the top of the screen there. On top of that, treasure is back. You do buy things with money. I really need a healing item soon. You can also run up the dirt blocks as well. If you jump off of them, you will dissipate them. Can I go like 3 seconds without saying the word Apparently I can, because I just did. Alley-oop! Oh, I thought I missed that for a second. That would have been awful. Woo! We'll get into the curios later though, because we can't find any, at least not on this level. I came from up there, so I want to go up here with the bubble. Thank you, Bubble. Everyone say thank you, Bubble. Oops! Alright, that was close. Alright, let's move a little bit past this dragon, and boom! Get that! Spike into that. Okay. Getting all this stuff. You might also notice that the food that he gets is also, like, dead. So, like, he doesn't eat turkey, he eats the turkey bones. He doesn't eat apples, he eats the apple cores. I do want to destroy all these because, well, it's like the title of that Calvin and Hobbes book said. There's treasure everywhere. Get another checkpoint. Checkpoints can be broken, as we've seen in the other Shovel Knight games. This, however, cannot be broken because it has the angel wings around it. So if we want to get that treasure there, you just have to drop a little bit and then boost back up once you see the other thing. This is a very simple trick to get up to that when using that beetle, and I actually want to do it again because it's faster than climbing up the other way. Boop, and then boop. There we go. I'm so happy with what they've done with mobility. When I saw the trailer for this, I was like, oh my god, this looks so complicated. And now that I've gotten my hands on it, especially like here on the Switch, I love the feel of the Pro Controller on the Switch. This is really nice. Like, this is the first game I played on the Switch. Went to the midnight launch at my my local GameStop, which is the one I used to work at. I still know a lot of the people in there, so I managed to get in there pretty right quick. The other thing I saw was the other person I saw at that GameStop was my old assistant manager from that GameStop, he's dating the manager of the current manager of the GameStop I used to work at. And he's the one, if you've ever heard the story before, he's the one who started the whole "it's never gay with Tom" thing. So, and he was ecstatic to hear that it's spread to, like, things like the streams and whatnot. Here we have a wisp. I have no idea what these things are actually called. I'm gonna call them wisp cauldrons, or wisper's ears, because you go in there and you get a wisp. You got a willful wisp. It prolongs your undeath by increasing your max will. So basically, it's a health upgrade. I believe there will be a few of these or at least one of these in certain levels that will provide up to 10 health. And boop, want to get that red skull. Actually, was there anything back there? I think I missed something. No, it was just that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was just that. Okay. Paranoid, because I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss something. Like, I'll do the practice file, I'll get everything, and it'll be like, alright, we're good, let's do this, and then I'll miss something, and it's like, oh, wait. Alley-oop. Oops, come on. Alley-oop, run, alley-oop, and slash. Slash. Eh, it broke. Alright, now this is a little bit tricky, so you gotta wait from shoot the bubbles, and then boop, get the upward angle on that to get the red skull. I've only played this level, and, like, I wouldn't say I'm liking Specter Knight over Plague Knight, but I've said it before, I love the mobility. And I can't wait to see, like, because I haven't played that far into this campaign yet, and I can't wait to see just what other improvements you get as you go along to improve your mobility in this. Because Shovel Knight had his own way with mobility. And it was more like based on the fact that he had a higher jump. Like, I think Specter Knight has the second highest jump compared to Shovel Knight and Plague Knight. Plague Knight had the shortest jump, but he also had 3 different jumps that they could pull from at default. And now we get the ability to run up walls and wall jump with Specter Knight. So it's really, It's so neat. I absolutely love it. There is not enough good I could say about Shovel Knight. This game is just masterfully created from its like humble origins up to now. And with still like at least one more campaign on the way with the King Knight campaign. Well, yep. Woo! Oh, I wanted to. Oh, well, that was a bust. All right, we come over here. We have 10 red skulls, which is, I believe there are 10 red skulls in each level. Bust that open, get yourself a bone turkey, get this checkpoint here, and we come over here to find... Halt! These foul lands are no place for commoners. Turn back, whoever you are.
Fool, I've come here for you. You will kneel before me or bow before the Enchantress and join her order.
Your cutting words are no match for my cutting blows. I'll teach you a lesson in humility. Come, Terrapin, my shielded steed. Black Knight gets goofier and goofier with every upgrade. This is your base Black Knight combat or fight at the beginning there. One hit knocks him off of Terrapin. Terrapin also has a few attacks as well. This one, it's a little bit more difficult. You can kind of get him into a corner here. He will. I wanted him to do the attack where he hit Terrapin toward me. But oh, I noticed that if he does the oh, he just did it. Okay. I noticed that if he does the downward spike onto Terrapin, then Terrapin will release an energy blast from his mouth. Oh, now he's gonna have Terrapin attack or charge at me while jumping on him a few times. Sort of a desperation attack, it would seem. Oh, Terrapin is guarding him. If he just like stayed in there the entire time. Ooh, I only have 1.5 will left. He's only got half a bar of health left, and boom! Down he goes. Terrapin makes me think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. I think it's the combination between a turtle and a rhino that gets me. Because the rhino makes me think of Rocksteady, and turtle, obviously, turtle. Turter?
That fighting style. Could it be Donovan? But you were claimed by the tower. The tower grows in power each moment. The Enchantress has plans for you. And you will grant you what you desire.
I won't be led astray. You standing before me means there's hope for the one I seek. I'm glad you are safe, Donovan, but keep your distance. The Donovan I knew would surely know better than to pursue me further. And then I just kind of leave. Is this a flashback as I gaze longingly into my locket? Have we seen that locket before?
So, you've returned. I assume Black Knight has joined our ranks. Neither words nor scythe had any effect. The fool persists in some fruitless quest. Indeed, seems I am dealing only with fools here. Was I a fool to trust you? Tarry here no longer, and for your sake, pray that the others are less obstinate. Bring the knights immediately.
So now that we got that, you know what? I didn't try this during my my solo run. I'm gonna jump off of here. It just kills you. Okay, had to make sure. Spooky. My lord, I was afraid we lost you for good. Please, you must watch your footing on the tower. I didn't do that in my personal playthrough, so I had no idea that was a thing. Can I get to— oh! I didn't find this in my personal playthrough either!
On the edge farmer. I'm the edge farmer, I am. You think you're edgy, you do? I'll be the judge of that, I will.
I don't think I can do anything with this yet. Oh, I can! Is there anything over here? Yes, there is a hollow piece of armor.
Welcome. Few visit the endless parapet, but for the brave I offer brief diversion of my own design, as if the Enchantress has the time for diversions. I've been here far longer than she. I merely reward the art seeker thrills and none harm me. Care to play my game? If you fare well, there may be a reward. Ah, then we shall begin. Please, board the platform.
Board the platform! Oh, right. I forgot I had the ability to wall run. Oh, I've got to climb this tower as quickly as possible. And if I lose, I just kind of fall.
You performed admirably, but the goal remains elusive. Perhaps you'd like to try again sometime.
I might start off an episode with that just to see how far I can get. But anyway, jump back up here. You can grind along rails like this. Let's see. I'm the edge farmer, I am. You think you're edgy? You do? You think you're edgy? You do? Oh, I'll show you. I'll be the judge of that, I will. I wonder if he wants me to, like... Let's see. He probably wants me to do this. That good enough for you? Nope. Huh, I wonder what that's all about. I did not know this existed, by the way, so this is even new to me. Just fall! For God's sake, stop clinging to walls, you dingus! Alright, we finally head into here. And we got a few things. First off, we can break open this and get ourselves some gems and a red skull. And this is the guy who we talked to about red skulls.
My beloved, my betrothed, my heart breaks, for her red skull lies misplaced. Oh, to see a crimson face once more. If you should happen upon a red skull, even 100 of them, then I beg you, please bring them all to me. In a past life, I hunted curios, but I'd trade them all away just to see my love again. Surely these would interest you.
So you can take your curios, or I'm sorry, you can take your red skulls and trade them for curios and get various abilities like the Dread Talon and the Throwing Sickle. I think I'm gonna get the Dread Talon for now because I will be able to...
Ah, this curio is well guarded. While I can lead you there, you'll have to battle your way out.
Excuse me?
It would seem that a curse has been placed here, I'm afraid. Your scythe will be of no use. Why is that, you ask? Sorry, but that's an ancient skeleton secret. We'll regroup ahead. Tread carefully.
Dread Talon. Press the A button to unleash a powerful strike. So, it would seem that my scythe is disabled. I tried to use it and I just end up being stunned. So I have to use the the Dread Talon. Is that the Dread Talon? I think I bought the Dread Talon. Yeah. I can't run up those, but I can do this.
Excellent. Away we go.
That's a lot of red skulls he's got there. Oh, and it leads back through the red skull room.
That curio is no mere bauble. Use it wisely.
So now I've got the access to this curio to be able to perform a short distance and powerful slash in front of me. We come over here, however.
These creatures are gathered around a vessel marked with a cloak. Perhaps I'll make an offering.
You offer 100 gold?
The vessel can hold far more than this pittance, but it's a start.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
These creatures are gathering around a vessel marked with a cloak. Perhaps I'll make an offering.
Says the same thing every time you go to do it, but...
The vessel is nearly full. We'll see where this leads.
And if we make one more offering... Dark creatures inhabit this cloak?
State your business, abomination. Who are you?
We are many. We like your gold. We like your cloak. Touch it. New powers. Yes. We cloak you in darkness.
So this is where you buy new outfits. Sort of like the whatchamacallit. The Troupple King, I believe, sold, or no, the Smithy sold different garments to Shovel Knight in the Armor Outpost, and the Troupple King sold different garments to Plague Knight in Plague of Shadows. Let's see. So we get different things. Cloak of Clemency, you lose darkness and instead of perishing in pits and spikes. Drop less gold when you fall in battle. So this one is really useful. Got things like the Rail Mail, Advanced Cloak. Hold down when landing to grind quickly along surfaces and spikes as if they were rails. This is really, really useful for trying to get out of situations that involve spikes. Striker Shawl. Press hold Y to charge that releases superior scythe swing. Pretty much the same thing as the charge shot from or the charge shovel strike in Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. Raiment of Risk. Break checkpoints to lower your max will, but boost attacks and regenerate darkness until you fall in battle. Very risky indeed, because if you break a checkpoint and then die, you go back to the checkpoint before the one you broke. And if you've broken all of them, you go back to the beginning. And finally, the Ghostly Garb. Looks more imposing and fearsome than ever before, but to no effect. So very much just nicer looking clothes and probably has some sort of effect that related to it. Maybe something to do with the down button, similar to the dancing in Plague of Shadows. If we talk to her...
Oh, hey, Specty, welcome back. If you ever miss any Wisp chests, I can summon their contents here. But, you know, supplies. I need gold. It isn't cheap to summon a Wisp, whether it's for will or darkness. I've got nothing to sell you, so you're so meticulous, Specty, but maybe I can still help. Let's see. Wisps are in Clockwork Tower, Darkness Wisps are in Clockwork Tower, Explodatorium, or the Lich Yard. Any other new place, you'll find a Willful Wisp. So, as you may guess, Darkness Wisp increase your Darkness bar, Willful Wisp increase your will, as we've already seen. I'm gonna run up to this level here. And over here we can see a buzzard. Creech.
It sure is drafty in here, but I still carry on. Just a joke, you know, while scavenging for customers.
Over here we have a new character who is also going to be in the Wii U, 3DS, and in the Switch versions of all the other Shovel Knight campaigns. This is Madame Meeber.
Oh, hello, my flightless friend. If you have an amiibo, I can transform it into a fairy companion. Would you like me to summon some fairy fun for you?
I might as well show this off now.
Boopity boo, what shall we do?
So if you scan an amiibo,
all right, here we go. It's time to show me your finest amiibo. Hold it steady, please.
you scan it onto the NFC reader, scan Shovel Knight amiibo, and you get a little Shovel Knight fairy.
Oh, it's the Fairy of Chivalry, that greedy little scam. Boopity boo. Have fun, you two.
This thing will go off and collect treasures for you in the field that are within range of you, I believe. I've yet to actually test it, but that's what I believe is going to happen. The reason they added this in is because the Shovel Knight amiibo's original functionality was to offer co-op. And because co-op is about to be added across all the different platforms, there's actually no point to it. I did not know you could come up here either. Wow, I missed a lot when I was doing my regular playthrough. Nothing really up here for you, but if you come over here and talk to this guy.
Oh, it's you. I saw you slicing and dicing through the plains earlier. Wow, round the juice on me.
He gives you a pretty big old payday there. I can come up here, and there's another one of these vials around here, or another one of these whatever, a vessel. There we go, marked with curios. Perhaps I'll make it an offering. Same thing as before. You offer 1,000 gold. He says the exact same things as the other vessel. So I'm just gonna skip through this and just pay him. And this is actually where my knowledge of this ends, because in my personal playthrough, I didn't actually get any curios up to this point. I only played the first level of my personal playthrough, because it's currently 3:02 a.m. at the point when this, at the point when the Switch launched.
We be legion, curios, gold, pay thee up, powerful we make.
So, the upgrade, you can actually upgrade your curios in this, which is something you really haven't been able to do before. Upgrade, resist interruptions and increases attack range. Unfortunately, I used all my gold to get this file up and running, so I won't be able to do anything with that quite yet. You can see there's a ball of these weird orbs here. Really can't do much with these, or so it seems. If you can, move one of these orbs over to the other side here, and you see this little fox thing. Get him to start playing with the ball, and he will be ecstatic about it. He will love to be playing with that ball. You hit it around, he'll dive after it. He's kind of close to it, and if you hit it for, oops, kind of covets it there a little bit. And there's a couple other things you can do with him while he's got the ball in his possession. Come on, come on. You did something else before. Come on. I know you want to do it. There was another thing that he does, and it's another, like, animation entirely. He's kind of booping it around himself. Before he was, like, kind of, like, holding onto it and chewing on it. He's just going to town. Oh, there we go. And he'll just kind of, like, bat it around a little bit. Now, if we come up here and start hitting this mirror, someone appears in the mirror.
Brine, blight, and fires bright, your feats are laid bare to my all-knowing sight. Parapetio as Ascensius, 72 numbers of walls you've scaled. Morbidum Retrona, number of times you've fallen in battle is 1. Chronolico, total of times you spent adventuring, 2354. Incesium and Tessidum, whatever, number of dash slashes you've done is 114. Clearly this is powerful sorcery. Thank you, bewitched mirror. I am not a mirror!
And every time you get close to him, he'll reappear. If we come up over here behind this guy and break the wall open, we can get another one of those red skulls. And I'll show this room off last. I actually just want to check one thing before we move on. Nope, nothing there. We'll check out this room last, but for the time being, I'm gonna grab the dark scythe or whatever it's called.
My heart grows cold. I have located new curios, but have you found any red skulls?
I'm gonna grab the throwing sickle. I'm sorry, the launch sickle.
Ah, this curio is well guarded. While I can lead you there, you'll have to battle your way out. This area is cursed as well. Tread carefully.
Throwing sickle, launch a boomerang blade. This actually kind of makes me think of Castlevania. Whoa! Oh no! Ooh!
They could have been bad.
All right, so pretty much each one of these places gives you a little bit of a tutorial on how to use the different curios you get.
Excellent, away we go.
Got myself a little bit more money.
That curio is Nomia Bauble. Use it wisely.
All right. I believe that is everything I can show off at the moment for this area. So let's head on over to that dark mirror. Let me just check up here one more time to make sure I got everything. Yeah, run and drinks on that guy. The left goes to the other place, and this way goes to the bauble area where the Legion guy is. All right, over here.
Hail, Lord Specter Knight. Glory to the Enchantress. She has entrusted me to operate this dark portal. Cross through it and you'll reach your target in a mere moment. Shall I prepare the magic mirror for your departure, my lord?
So this area, instead of going to an overworld map, you fast travel through here, being able to access each of the areas in that you normally be able to access in Shovel Knight, each of the levels: Explodatorium, Lost City, Iron Whale, Flying Machine, Stranded Ship, Pridemoor Keep, and Clockwork Tower. Now you're probably wondering, all these are the same members of the Order of No Quarter. So who is at the Lich Yard? Well, it's gotta be Shovel Knight, right? Wrong! It's actually the Phantom Striker, the fencing dude with the lightning powers. You can kind of like glean the difficulty of each of these areas based on how much gold each one gives you. So you can see this one gives you 3,000. These two give you 2,000. These three give you 1,000. This gives you 3,000. This gives you 2,000. So it kind of gives you a base of like the sort of the difficulty levels here. But anyway, that's gonna be it. Next time on Shovel Knight Specter of Torment, we're gonna be heading to Pridemoor Keep. See you all then. Later.